How's it going, everybody? My name is Bo, and I'm a home theater and movie enthusiast. And I just wanted to do an update since my last video where I said I was making some changes. So now I got the new 16 by 9 screen. I got the subwoofer I was building finished, and just been really sitting down watching a lot of content, and haven't really thought to do a video. I kind of forgot, to be honest. So I guess I'll give you guys a heads up on my experience going back to 16 by 9, going to the Seymour screen, and also the end result of my subwoofer that I built. So let me turn the camera on and we'll talk about it. All right, so right now I have the masking panels in place because without the having that big of a white screen just took up so much of the exposure. So I left it in place, but you can, let's see, let me get the brightness up. You can see there's the masking panel edge right here. And yeah, they don't fit as nice as I kind of would have expected, but they do the job, and it really does make all the difference. You can see clearly with the camera on, with the brightness on. You can see if you have a 16 by 9 image. Let me put it down to about what I can see right now. So that's about what I can see from here. But when I'm sitting on my couch, I can barely see it, and it doesn't matter. I'm not going to have the masking panels up with a 16 by 9 image. Wouldn't make any sense. But I got to say, I spent the last month just watching 1.85 aspect ratio or IMAX enhanced films, and it is just game changing. I'm so happy I made the switch. It just brings those aspect ratio films up to the next level of immersion. The downside is that scope movies do feel a little less impressive by comparison. So what I try to do is I'm trying to switch back and forth and not just like spend the next month watching 16 by 9 again. So I'm gonna go back to watching scope movies. So I watched The Abyss and True Lies, the 4K. I just finished Inglorious Bastards for probably the fourth or fifth time, and yeah, it's awesome. And the Seymour screen it's a little higher gain. It's a more white than the silver ticket screen, and any like colorful image or colorful scenes in movies looks phenomenal. So I've been really happy, and overall, it's been a great experience. I might do a separate video on 16 by 9 versus scope. The next thing I want to do is I'm going to redo the stage. I just did some temporary pieces I wrapped in some velvet I had left over. It looks terrible on the camera, but you can't really see it to the eye. Just wanted to get rid of the reflection from the subwoofer, so I'm going to make a full piece down, and then my stage is going to be, it's going to come out to here, kind of angle in. I'm not exactly sure. Also, I don't think I talked about this, but I put these acoustic panels in front of the subwoofers because I was getting a hissing sound, and it completely eliminates it, having those. And then once I get my velvet pieces and stuff, it's gonna like tie everything together and kind of hide the subwoofers. So that part is yet to come. I still want to switch out my side surrounds to the focals, which I'm probably going to do in the next month. So everybody on the Build Montage Discord already knows, but here is my subwoofer, my PB-3000 custom made replica, handmade I should say, and it turned out really, really good. And I just can't believe how much better this sounds than my PB-1000, because I literally just plugged it in. I didn't even adjust my mini DSP. I didn't run REW. I didn't take any measurements. I just plugged it in, and it is just amazing. I mean, it thumps the back of this couch at least 3 to 4 times as much as the PB-1000. And yeah, the finish isn't perfect. You know, my radius isn't completely smooth. It's a bit of a textured finish because I rolled it on. But it looks really good in the room. And just because the light's hitting it in a different angle is why it looks way brighter. Because if you look at the side of the subwoofer versus the wall, I mean, it's the same paint. It's just, it's fresher, so it's a little brighter. The paint gets a little darker over time, but absolutely blew me away how good it sounds. And I didn't even, like I said, I didn't even take measurements and rerun REW yet, and I don't even know if I want to mess with it. Probably going to wait till the Home Theater Gamer puts out his updated video. But yeah, it looks great, it sounds great, and it thumps. And I've had no issues. Nothing I put on sounds bad. Everything sounds amazing. So the one result, or the one negative, I guess, was that I'm getting more vibrations from my drop ceiling. So I'm putting adhesive backed foam on the inside of the metal, and then you can be able to see it, but you can see like there's a bit of a shadow because this is lifted up so that there's foam in between the ceiling tile and the metal frame. And I'm gonna go around and do it little by little until I get all of it done. But overall, subwoofer, 10 out of 10. I'm so happy with how it turned out. It's a beast. It's huge and it's really heavy, but now that it's in place, I mean, I don't have to move it again. And I love everything I've heard coming from it. And then the screen, I'd say the screen is about a 9 out of 10 just because the masking panels aren't quite as nice as I was hoping. But the 16 by 9 going to 16 by 9, that's a 10 out of 10 decision because Oppenheimer, it was like I was at the IMAX theater again. So really cool. I'm happy. If you got any questions, I have my recommendation for screens is depends on your front wall and your seating distance, but I would max out the height. And if you can go with a scope screen at that height, go with it. If you can't, go with the 16 by 9. Obviously, there's going to be lots of variables to each person, but that's my recommendation. So thanks for watching this video. Yeah, any comments, any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.